Now, we need to subtract a single-digit number from a three-digit number, and we can do that on a number line by bridging. So first subtracting our ones from our number and then subtracting the rest. So for this first question, we have 284 minus 5. Starting with 284, if we subtract 4, we get to 280, but then because we want to subtract 5 altogether, and we've only subtracted 4, we need to subtract another 1. So that gives us 279 as our answer. Now 392 minus 6. If we subtract the two ones from our number, we go back to 390, and then we need to subtract another 4, because if we subtract 2 and then 4, we've subtracted 6 altogether. So 390 minus 4 is 386. Notice 6 and 4 make a number bond to 10. So our answer is 386. Now 204 minus 8. We can subtract 4 to get to 200, but then we need to subtract another 4, because if we subtract 4 and then another 4, that's 8 altogether. Now 200 minus 4 is 196, so that's our answer. And finally, we have 403 minus 7. To subtract 7, we can first subtract 3, and then subtract another 4, and that gives us 396. Now let's take a closer look at these questions to see why the method works, to see what we're doing here. So for this first question, we started with 284, so that's 2 hundreds, 8 tens, and 4 ones. To subtract 5, we can first subtract 4, and then we need to exchange with our 10 so that we can subtract 1 more. So what we have left is left in blue. So we have 2 hundreds still, but now we've got 7 tens and 9 ones. So you can see why subtracting ones meant that we needed to change our tens digit as well. Then we start with 392 and need to subtract 6. We can subtract 2, then exchange our 10 for 10 ones and subtract 4 more, so that we've subtracted 6 altogether. So that means we have 1 less 10 and we have 6 as our ones digits, because we've got 6 ones left in blue. Now 204 minus 8. So we can take away our 4 ones, but then we need to first exchange our 100 for 10 tens, and then take one of our tens and exchange it for 10 ones. So remember, we want to subtract 8, and because we've already subtracted 4, we need to subtract 4 more. So that leaves us with 100, 9 tens, and 6 ones left in blue, so gives us our answer 196. Then for our last question, we started with 403, so that's 4 hundreds and 3 ones, and to subtract 7, we can subtract our 3 ones, but then because we don't have any more ones and we don't have any tens, the hundreds digit will need to change as well, because we need to first exchange 100 for 10 tens, but then we can take one of those tens and exchange it for 10 ones. So because we've already subtracted 3 ones and want to subtract 7, we can subtract 4 more, and that gives us 396 as our answer. So here we've shown base 10 blocks, but we can also use place value counters to show subtraction. So here we started with 284, and to subtract 5, first we can subtract our 4 ones, then we need to exchange with our 10, and then to subtract 5, we just need to subtract 1 more, so we get 279, because now we still have 2 hundreds, but because we needed to exchange, we only have 7 tens and we have 9 ones. Then we started with 392, And notice if the number of ones you're subtracting is larger than the number of ones in the number that you start with, that's how we know the tens digit will need to change as well. So to subtract 6, we can subtract 1, 2, exchange. Then subtract 3, 4, 5, 6 to give us 386. Then 204 minus 8. We can subtract 4 ones, but then we need to exchange our 100 counter for 10 tens so that we can take one of those tens and exchange it for 10 ones. So because we've already subtracted 4 and need to subtract 8, we just subtract 4 more, and that leaves us with 196. And finally, we have 403 minus 7. We can subtract 3 of our ones, then we can exchange our 100 for 10 tens and one of our tens for 10 ones, so that we can subtract 4 more, so that we've subtracted 7 ones altogether, and that gives us 396.